Hey lovelies, it's your girl Swan Creates here bringing to you a brand new video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for giving my video a try. I hope you stick around and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and click that little bell so you'll be notified when a new video comes out. So I know I said I will not mention my collab with Sonia anymore, and I did promise then, but now I remembered something. In doing that collab, we had to send reference pictures of each other's OCs, and I just realized, and in doing that, it made me realize I haven't really drawn Moonlight myself. And by that I mean, to go through the reference picture, I only have this one, the original drawing I ever did of Moonlight, which was a lazy Sunday morning. I just drew this character and used my leftover watercolors from the palette I had, and Moonlight was born, and I loved her and I kept her. And the next drawings of Moonlight I have is from last year's Inktober, is when I drew her to discover her more. And I was like, that's it. That's how much I've drawn Moonlight. I haven't drawn her again. Sure, I was busy with school and stressing out and pulling my hair out of my head, but that's no excuse for not drawing my baby. In fact, Sonia, Kumi, and Fruity Collins art, or Fruitsy Collins art, they drew Moonlight way more seriously than I have, and she's mine. She's my baby. Why haven't I drawn my girl? And that has to change today. So, but the thing is, even though I haven't drawn Moonlight, I have is that I would think about her. I have, just think about her and why she likes to go mushroom hunting, because that's something I discovered during the Inktober, that she likes to do mushroom hunting, but I never knew why. And also that she's a shape-shifting kitchen witch, but she doesn't like her shape-shifting abilities, because the power of that turns the people who, like the witches who can shapeshift, mad with power, like her mom. If you want to hear that whole story, you could hear it in last year's Inktober, like up there or something. Anyhow, and yeah, she doesn't like to shapeshift. She has a bad past about it. So in her new life, so I'm going to sketch some things out like I did. So in her new life, she just wants peace, calm, and to forget that bad side of her. And something I learned from gel arts is like, because I'm drawing an environment now, because apparently that's what I do. Not just draw characters, I draw environments now. Yeah. Gel arts, you should follow her or check her out if you haven't already. She's really cool, and I don't name drop just to say, oh, I know artists, but I'm just sharing names of people who helped me draw or helped encourage me to draw, and her sketchbook series helped me to like sketch things out and plan. And this video I'm talking about is where she helps plan out a scene that she wants to draw. So something in the scene I would like to include, because it's a store, because that's what she needs the mushrooms for. She needs to stock her store. And of course, what do witches have? Witches have stores, okay? And Moonlight store is like a apothecary store with have different herbs and spices. And of course, the main ingredient is mushrooms. So of course, you're gonna need mushrooms. Okay, need mushrooms in the scene. So I'm just noting some things I want in the scenes, and I want shelves, a ladder, because I love how those stores have where it have shelves, even if like in a library, and you'll have a ladder to go on the higher shelves. She's a witch, she can magic it down, but that's boring. I want her with that pesta motor pasta. I think I spelled it wrong, but anyhow, motor, the thing where you just crush spices in, very common thing in most kitchens in Trinidad. So of course I want Moonlight. Maybe I should have put that first. Moonlight in it. And what else? Of course, spices and jars and a window is. Yeah. Right, so like this is a nice start. These are the things I definitely want in the scene. And something that is really inspiring, that inspired me to do this painting, is this. This is by Jacqueline DeLeon. This is her candle maker, and this is kind of something what I want. Plants. I want plants. Ugh. What kind of kitchen witch should she be without plants? Ugh. But anyhow, this is the kind of thing what I want, but it's not exactly what I want at the same time, but it's close. I created a whole board called Moonlight's Workstation, and I keep filling up. So this is like inspiration for what I want to do for her store. And let's just sketch out some thumbnails. And one thing I realized is I need to do perspective. Oh, perspective sucks. I can't just make it flat. It just looks flat. So let's have like the counter could be this angle. Yeah, that's it. Counter could be like this angle. I don't really want a sign because it's a kind of store where when you need it, it will show up. Kind of store. Yeah, just a moment. Looking through the reference. You know what? Not the reference. So right now I want Moonlight here with a nice long wavy hair. Oops. Because she's a busty girl. And she's grinding up some look at those arms. She's grinding up something in the pestle and motor. Gosh, I pronounce that really bad. And her eyes is closed and she's smiling. You know, she just have, and then she has like shelves here and the ladder. And you could have like the window in the back. Yeah, and maybe some shelves here too. And a nice big plant in this corner. And maybe even a plant here off the shelves. And how the shelves is, you have like some jars and spices. And the mushrooms would be like on the table. Like dried mushrooms, so dried mushrooms, so you could crush it to make the potions. So you have pills and potions. Na 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 na. La, 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 la. Okay, cool. So yeah, something like that. We could even have her, if I want to be lazy, you know, could just have her like on a counter here. She's still here with her hair, so I don't have to deal with any perspective in the first one. Eyes still closed, and she's singing, she's humming to herself. She works, baby, I know, best and what. And her arm is like, and she's grinding it, and her shells are in the back. With stuff on it, and the counter, and like we have some spices just hanging. This one is more interesting, but this one is simpler. And of course, you know, I'm gonna do this one. Ugh. Why? One more try. So maybe we should have she facing the other way. You can even have her like in this scene here. She's looking down, wavy hair all over the place, smiling, and I'm just doing her mortar and pestle thing. And this is the counter that she's pasting on, and the shelves. So this one could be like coming down a little. this one straight across. Yeah, that could work. And of course the idea like the most is this one, so I might combine these two and see what I got. So that's it for the sketching, and of course I'm going to sketch off camera because I'm more comfortable that way. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, lovelies, so all the footage you just saw, that was all recorded in early June. Yeah, right now we're almost in the middle, we're past the middle of September, and I've now finally completed Moonlight's workshop. But before I go into all that, here's to announce the winning names of this character and the names that I chose. I chose Turno Uno 11. I know I said that wrong, but I tried my best. They came up with a cute idea for Pip for the cat, and Dibble Opad, cool name, he came up with a cool name called Cerulean for the lady, and I was like, yes, those two are it. That's the one. Thank you guys so much for your suggestions, and now back to the story. Now, the reason why I think it took me this long to finish this illustration was because it meant so much to me. Because I've said in the earlier footage, which I totally forgot what I even filmed, that Moonlight's my baby, and I've never really drawn her seriously. I've drawn her that first time for fun, and then I had to adopt her because she's adorable. And during Inktober, I got to know her better, and yeah, it's just. But in this painting, because I know I will forget, I chose my Kuratambe watercolors. I also use my Holbein and Winston and Newton. There's a mixture of these paints in this palette. I use that palette. I also use my Primo watercolors classic collection. Yes. And do you think that's all? No. I also used my gouache. Yeah, I used so much medium for this painting. And of course my trusty color pencils, because I love them so much and they love me. Yeah. So that's all the main supplies that I use. It's just like I need to use all these palettes just to achieve the feeling, just to achieve what I wanted with Moonlight's workshop. So in this painting, I wanted to show a part of Moonlight that I discovered after doing the Inktober and thinking about it for a while, because I was like, Moonlight likes to go into the forest to hunt for mushrooms. But why? At first I wanted it to be like she has a companion and they eat mushrooms, but for some reason the only companion I could think about for Moonlight is a deer. But deers don't eat mushrooms. They do. They have to research it, but I think they don't really. But, and then I don't want to have an owl because that's so predictable nowadays. And I still love owls. Not saying anything bad about it, but it's just so kind of predictable right now. And yeah, so I was thinking, what else can you use for mushroom? And I literally typed that in Google. What else can I use mushrooms for? And mushrooms could be used in potions. And when that came into my mind, I was like, I know what Moonlight needs all these mushrooms for. Not just for potions, and for remedies and stuff that she can sell in her store. And her store, it's always small on the outside, and the door always appears to those who needs, like desperately needs her remedies, and it will just appear. You can't go looking for it. It's basically like the room of requirements in Harry Potter. And yeah, it's just there when you really need it. Yeah, so it's a small shop. It might look suspicious, and a lot of people who might need it mightn't go in, but those who are brave enough to enter inside will find the answers to their problems. So but not in an evil way. It's not gonna take like stuff. It's like you really gonna need it. And of course they have to have a test or something. It's still a work in progress, but in this store it's always bigger inside. I keep repeating myself, I'm sorry. I'm just so nervous because this is the hardest painting I have ever done in my life. It's because it took me so long to complete it. When I filmed the beginning, the earlier footage, I posted to my Patreon, hey, I'm drawing Moonlight, and then I did the sketch and I posted it on my Patreon. For those of you who know, over on Patreon, I post like work in progress. I also share things that's in my sketchbook and stuff like that. It's really fun, and you guys could go sign up there if you want to, because it would be really cool if you want to, because I really love it. Okay, thank you. And also I'm thinking about changing around my Patreon, because I set it up when I was in school and I didn't have time. Now I have some more time now, and I was thinking about doing prints, like doing a monthly print that will not, I won't make a video. You know what? Yeah, just think like how Dina has her monthly print. They came up, her and her patrons come up with a team, and they paint something around it, and then she sends it out to her patrons. That's what I'm thinking about. So Patreon's gonna be real cool in the future. It's gonna be really cool. So back to the painting. It's just over on Patreon I was sharing the progress that I was having, and I just stopped because as soon as I finished the line art, I just put her in a book and put her on the shelf, because this is the most detailed thing besides Sonia's painting of her O.C. Esmeralda in the field that I've ever done. I hate details, and this painting reminded me so much of how much you have to paint around it. It's so much work, but it's so worth it. And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm so happy with this painting. Oh my, I am so happy with this painting. I created this, me. And one of the things that was holding me back is that if I start to paint this, I'm going to ruin all the hard work I did with all the details and stuff. And what if I chose the wrong colors? And what if everything just goes wrong? And it was just frustrating me so much that I just put it away. And I actually kind of forgot about it until I went into the book to take out a paper, and it just slipped right out, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to get back to this painting. So I just went for it. I set up my camera, I set up everything, and I taped her down to the table, and I left her there for a while. Wow, it's just, but once I started painting, so I just took it one step at a time. I was like, okay, I know what Moonlight skin is, so I started with the skin. And when I did that, I was like, okay, I could do this. Just look at the small individual details and stop looking at it as a whole. And it was still so scary, but I did it because, again, Moonlight's my baby. And it also made me feel like a hypocrite, because Chris Hung Illustrations, or Chris Hung Art, it's an artist I follow on YouTube, and she said that she took 3 months to finish an artwork. And I was like, 3 months? It takes me like a week. And I was like, she put so much detail and so much time and so much effort in her work, and it made me feel bad. I was like, why do I take like a day or half a day or maybe even 2 days to do a painting, and she does this amazing artwork? And I felt really crappy that she took 3 months to finish this painting, and it's not usually her regular time. It was a painting she was also struggling with, and this painting made me realize why she was struggling with it. It's really hard to paint something you really care about, and even though Moonlight is an fiction of an imagination that I made up. She's still my baby, okay? She's still my precious baby, and I love her so much. And I just want to paint this special part of her in her workshop where she's working and crushing the mushrooms to put in her, vials, and all the slight magic. Coming down to the end, you'll see all the glowing jars and stuff. And I was like, I get it when people take a long time on a painting, especially when it means a lot to them, and this painting means a lot to me. So the only tip I could give you guys with this painting, especially if you struggle with a painting as much as you do, just do it. Don't just start all willy-nilly. And if you overplan, you will overthink what you're doing, and then you'll find yourself not doing anything at all. That was my problem. I was actually planning out colors, and what helped me is that I pulled out the painting I did of what's in Moonlight's bag, and that helped me so much. I was like, okay, I already kind of a color scheme, and it helped me with her skirt and the apparatus on the table, and it was like, okay, this helped. So think about it in small sections. Do the things you know for a fact first. Colors, shape, shading. Do those things first, because when it means a lot to you, it means a lot to you. And I am so proud of it. Seriously, I'm still looking at it right now. I am so proud of this artwork. Moonlight looks so happy, and I'm so happy that she's happy. So before I cut off, because you guys could watch the rest of the video in peace without my voice yabbering at you, I am taking part of Inktober this year. Yay! And I'm also doing Sonia's stagement. I know I mentioned her a lot, but she's cool. She's awesome. And she has done this. She and Vetvi, I think I'm pronouncing that right, created this prompt list for which university, and I was like, oh, it's perfect. I could get to know Moonlight and so much more with this witchy prompts. It'd be so cool, and I'm already planning, like, going through each prompt and writing down what it is with Moonlight that I want to do. It's like I'm having trouble with words right now. And also, I'm doing this digitally. I don't know why I want to torture myself like that, but I realize when I do these 30-day challenges, I get better at the art. Like if I'm doing traditional art, I get better at traditional art, like sketching. When I did watercolor, I got better at watercolor. I want to get better at digital art, so I'm doing digital art, inking and stuff in digital art. It's so stressful drawing on the computer for like 30 days, but I'll see what I'm gonna do, because all I can do is try. Yeah, so I'll leave you guys the rest, and I hope to see you in Inktober and whenever I bring out new videos. Bye.
I caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much. much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much. 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 I'm just I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much. just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. I'm just good at caring too much. Is it too much to ask that you be all mine? I never was good at sharing. I'm just good at caring too much.
Become an official member of Team Lovely and support me over on Patreon. And I would like to thank Carla Finlow and YK so much for supporting me. Hey!